Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Troy... Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down. A little release to the back. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get to him. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense puts 6 on the board. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. He's going up top. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what, analytically, that makes sense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Now they're going to throw it. They're bringing heat. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Got a man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room.
Down at the 23.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quick completion on the out. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Looking to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires on the move. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going with the counter play here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Touchdown, Troy! And that one will give him the lead.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Coming after him. They're trying to get to it. Gets away. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires left. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They stripped it out. Bounced right back to them. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
It's now second and goal.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Texas State, 21.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Completed pass, it goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On target over the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Trojans are on the move. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 of them on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. After the miss, here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you. Get yourself in position to win.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The give from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. He'll start this drive firing. He fires one deep down the right side.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he hauls it in at the 25. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Troy.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this field goal attempt to win the game. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final second. That late clutch field goal puts them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return.
Well, they made me sit up on that one and start repeating. Jesus Christ.
And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right?